Hello, how's it going? Hi girl. A bit of bad news. Right as I started stream, my power cut out. So I'm currently running on backup power. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but if my power doesn't come back within about 1 hour, I'm gonna have to end the stream. Hey Ral, my power just went out as I started the stream, so no electricity right now. I'm running on my inverter, my backup power. The only one here? But most people don't get in here at the start. They see the notifications, sometimes it's late, stuff like that. Get to delete your message. It's just in time, Ral. You're just in time. Okay, if the power doesn't come back, I'm going to have to quit real soon, so I don't really think there's any point in me starting anything new. I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of Technium, Ultimate Technium stuff. You get really annoyed when you have to delete your messages. Fair enough. Yeah, that can happen. It can be annoying sometimes. I went ahead and made a couple stacks of basic Technium while I was AFK today. So I don't want to click this plus sign. So we have some basic Technium. I guess I could make some... Oh, my power's back. Nice. Nice. I can continue the stream. So I'm going to need some aluminium, invar, and steel. I do have the lava bottles. So let's get 1 stack, or let's get 2 stacks of advanced Technium. That's gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That can go here. Yeah, that was lucky. It normally doesn't come back that quickly. You could be 2 words away from finishing a sentence, but then... Oh, yeah. I've had that happen to me. That has definitely happened to me as well. Good job on the power. I didn't even do anything. It just came back on its own. Alright, so I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks of invar. So I can make 9 stacks with 6 stacks of iron and 2 stacks of nickel. Where is the nickel? Does anyone see it? I think it's this. There we go. Just wanted to say it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Right, I need to speed this up just a little. I did go ahead and remove the magmatic dynamo from here because I'm using the flux point now that we have flux network. So basically it's taking the power from the reactor. This thing has still not drained all of its energy, and I think that's because this uraninite is being used every time because this is on auto mode. I think I'm gonna turn this auto mode off and just let the power drain. Hopefully that works. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll see. Basically, I just want to get 8 stacks of invar now. You just wanted to say hi? Hi! What are you up to today? Are you watching? Oh, you have a friend over. Nice. Oh, Wendy. Bye. Have a great time. Wendy with the yeet. Have a great time with a friend. Hey. How do I make it so that when I put the ore back, it'll go into the drawer instead of the system? Oh, I was just gonna say what are you up to today, but you answered with you have a friend over, so you pretty much answered my question. So Ral, if you want the items to go into the drawers first and not into the disk drive, what you need to do is, for the external storage over here, you need to set the priority to anything more than 0. I usually keep my priority on 100. So that's how it works.
Chat wants you to get up and stretch. Oi, Deadshot. Chat wants you to consume H2O.
Alright. Let me just do a couple of things. Okay, I need to get up. Hey. And stretch. One good thing about having a new chair is that my back doesn't pain as much anymore. So stretching is actually not that painful for me. Actually feels nice to stretch now. Alright, so the stretch is done. Let me drink some water. Sweet agua. Right, now that that is done, let's pull the mic back towards our face and let's continue with the stream. So I did something wrong over here because I only have 6 stacks. I think I need 1 more stack of nickel and I don't have nickel, so I'm gonna have to get some. I should be able to get it from here, right? Actually, I do have some invar already, so maybe I can just use that. Yeah, I have like a couple stacks more. There we go. Now, aluminium, I'm pretty sure I don't have. Yeah, 104 is not going to be enough. I need 8 stacks, which is 512. So that's 4 stacks of the ore. And the ore just goes into the pulverizer and turns into the dust. The dust. I think it's time for us to do a little bit of destruction today. You use what points you had? You're already done? Okay, one thing I did between streams is I set up the compressed cobblestone 9x. So basically what I did was I had about some 80,000 or something compressed cobblestone 2x. So I took some of that, I turned it into compressed cobble 7x. So I got like 36 of these and I made a miner for this, and that's giving me compressed cobble 9x. Now we only need 128 of these, so I've pretty much just overdone this a little bit, but it's fine. As long as I have it, it's good. Now, while this is working, I'm gonna start getting rid of all of my stuff. I'm also going to get rid of this setup over here, which is for the coal coke. Yes, I can make compress 8x. Yes. I'm also going to get rid of this setup because I realized that I don't need to use the coke oven. You can actually get coal coke from the pyrolyzer. So that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to get rid of this whole setup that we have going on. It's no longer necessary. So let me break that. I guess I need to get rid of the upgrade from here. Maybe I should have got some keys with me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to destroy everything and start again. But hopefully this time, because we have some power, we can start automating everything. I think power is the main issue when it comes to automation. You need the power. Why don't I make a netherite crafter? I could. Oh, how'd I get some XP from that? I'll eventually probably make one. Oh, you get XP for mining ores? But I didn't even... Yeah, that is infinite XP actually. I just realized that. Okay, these compression dynamos are going to have to go. Oh, nice. They actually stack up. Okay, let's put this away. So much junk. Infinite XP using cyclic or RS and atomic disassembler. I don't think there's cyclic in this pack, is there? Oh, Quinley feeding me, thank you. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so that should give me some aluminium. While that's happening, let's sleep. Yeah, I guess we could also do the... I don't know, can we do constructors and destructors, or does it have to be player breaking the ore? I'm not sure, I'll probably need to check that out. I don't think there's a lot of things that place stuff, right? In this pack. Oh, nice. This is actually outputting to the accumulator below. So that's going to eventually run out of energy. This is also running out. Okay, time to fill this up. You will go for now? Okay, Ral. I'll see you again. I'm just going to be doing some basic stuff around the base. Pretty sure I'm not going to be progressing too much today. Because this has been like a long time coming kind of thing. I need to start automating everything. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get my resources in place for the final part of the pack. Brother's playing the PC. Yeah, no worries. See you. Okay, I should probably make a wireless crafting grid, so that I don't need to keep coming back here all the time. So the first thing I need is a wireless transmitter and an advanced processor. Started using a new resource pack yesterday you're rather enjoying. Oh, nice. Which one? Okay, that needs another one of these. Put that to craft. And then what else do we need? We need some more quartz enriched iron. And we need any sort of crafting grid, which I guess is going to need a grid of its own. So, oh yeah, I will need to make one more of those. And then a couple of improved processors. And a couple of basic processors. I'm looking forward to getting all of this stuff automated as well. It is going to take a while though. It's not something that's going to happen anytime soon. Jeez. My throat problems are really starting to bug me. Okay, so we have the improved processors. The only things that's left is the basic ones. This slime is really making a lot of noise, isn't it? It's hard to believe something that small can make so much noise. I think I'm gonna get rid of the arc furnace. I'm not really using it too much. The simple minimalist armor pack. Oh, neat. Yeah, as long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters, right? Okay, let's do this. Just gonna put this to the top over here. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work. Or is it? Let's see. Energy input? No. I want that to be energy output. No connection on the other sides. There we go. That should start pushing stuff down, shouldn't it? Accumulator, Oh, does this one not have anything at the top? No, I'm honestly not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of limited life. I like the original one, the one where they had 3 lives. But the new ones have been just a bit meh. And plus, I'm not a big fan of like the Empire's people. So I tend not to watch that stuff. I tried watching like the first episode, but it was so boring I just gave up. It's just not for me. Okay, so we have the crafting grid. Now, can I turn this into the wireless one? Looks like I can. But I think I can't make the transmitter anymore, can I? Because that's gonna need another advanced processor. Well, no time like the present. Okay, so the wireless crafting grid can go into a curio. I need to link this. And then I'm gonna have to put this into my curio slot. Where is the curio for refined storage? Is there no curio for refined storage? I'm pretty sure there should be one. Shouldn't there be a curio of type grid? Oh, there doesn't appear to be one. Interesting. I guess this can go in a charm slot for now. Are we done with the processor? I didn't expect that. I thought for sure there would be a grid level thing. Alright, so that thing is going to be a wireless transmitter, which means that now we have access to our grid without needing to go back. So that should be good. Now this only has a range of 16 as far as I know, but we should be able to add that, extend that with a range upgrade. So there is a range upgrade. Do we have a infinity upgrade? Oh, we do. We have an infinity range booster. Now this isn't too difficult. The only problem would be the nether star, because I only have one, and if I want to duplicate this, I'm going to need a lot more elite mob essence. I've been using a minimalist armor pack this season, and that's the pack you started using. Completely understand where I'm coming from. The life series isn't gonna appeal to anyone. Yeah, I just like the original one, but over time it just started feeling a lot like the same thing over and over. At least with Hermitcraft, every single time is different, right? But with this one, it just felt like the same thing is happening again and again and again. So I just kind of got bored of it. I think I'm gonna have to make more mob essence, but that's gonna have to wait. So for now, I guess I can just get some range upgrades. Now, if I remember correctly, these things are pretty expensive on ender pearls and also some processors. Okay, so upgrades, and then I'm gonna need a lot more quartz enriched iron as well. I should get some quartz going. I am running low on the quartz. Now I can get it through an enrichment chamber. I can get 6. From a pulverizer I get 2, induction smelter I get 1. So there's really no choice, is there? It has to be the enrichment chamber. Right, so that should get us plenty of quartz. Oh, I forgot that I had that. All this netherite scrap is gonna have to find a place to go. Oh, there is no wireless transmitter in range. Yeah, that's because it's only 16 blocks. Yeah, I put some ancient debris blocks to smelt into netherite scrap, and I completely forgot about that. Whoops, my bad. Okay, can I make some range upgrades now? I can. I can make 4 of these. Now this is going to increase the amount of power that we use. But it's not that much. 139 FE per tick. That's not too bad, is it? Yeah, that's not too bad at all. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to access it over here. Yeah, I thought so. But that's okay. Eventually, what my plan is to move my refined storage system and have it over here. This is why there's a block over here that's always been removed. That's where I want my controller for my refined storage to go. Okay, why are you empty? Wasn't there 512 buckets of creosote in there? Why is it empty? I don't know, but I seem to have lost a lot of creosote. Okay, let's go ahead and break all of this stuff. I wish you could remove the glass from this thing, but it doesn't seem like you can. That was a mistake. I did that to cover it up, but I haven't been able to figure out a way to get the thing off. It just stays on all the time. Alright, I'm gonna need a little bit of stone. And I guess I can put this over here. So that's going to be my coal coke. Now I don't need a drawer for coal, I think. So let's get rid of that. Because we already have a compacting drawer for that. So you can go away. That should now just be... Oh wait, hang on. I forgot that I had a void upgrade in there. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Yeah, I guess I can put everything away. Sulfur will have to stay out. By the way, the digital miner is done. We got 1669 dry ice from it. So that's a lot of dry ice. Okay, so how much stone do I need? I need 4 stone bricks for that. And then I guess I need plenty of stone. Hey, talking to Dad. Good day to you, sir. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I shall be sure to pass on the wishes. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that we don't need the blast furnace either. The only thing that you need this for is steel. And we are getting steel from the induction smelter. So I don't see a reason to keep this thing. Yeah, there definitely isn't, as far as I know. So I'm gonna break it down. Why did you not break? Okay, this is our slag. We definitely want to keep the slag because that can be useful for other stuff in the future. I'm gonna keep that. Now here's something that I was looking at earlier. The plates and the gears can both be crafted in the multi-servo press, so we can remove these. However, I noticed that certain things, like for example wires, can only be crafted in the metal press. So we can't really craft them in anything else. They have to be crafted in the metal press. And also rods as well. Now I think the only rod that we are crafting in the metal press is the blaze rod, but it's still a valid thing. So if I needed to craft any of these rods for any reason, I'm pretty sure that I would need to use the metal press. I'm gonna actually break all of this down, and I'm going to have to redo the setup for these. It shouldn't be too difficult, but I will need to do it. Okay, so that's done. So much stuff. 15,700 items. Great. And I'm gonna break this and the anvil and the quantum compressor. We don't really need all of that stuff right now. I'm gonna break the mason table, the engineering workbench. Nothing. I'm gonna keep nothing outside over here except what we need. I still need to finish that, so let me go ahead and get on it. We have the aluminium. This needs to be turned into plates, doesn't it? It's time to plate this up. Eventually I do need to automate all the machines as well. Maybe I can do that soon. Maybe next week we can do a lot of automation. So this week we pretty much finished most of the Technium progression. Now it's all about the automation. Yeah, maybe having a resonant component would be a good idea over here. Something to think about. So how difficult would it be to get a resonant component? I would need more lead, diamond, and ender pearls. I think that should be it, right? Am I missing anything else? I don't think so. So let's get a couple of diamonds. 6 lead. Oh, I have exactly 6 lead. That's interesting. I should probably get some more lead. And then a few ender pearls as well. I think 4 should be enough for this. Now we do need diamond dust. So let me do that. And this should be the recipe for endidium. Now we also need lumium, which is silver, tin, and glowstone. I think it's 4 glowstone, if I'm correct. 2 silver and 6 tin. Please be. Oh, no. I forgot they changed the recipe for this. You need advanced technium for this instead. Yeah, I have no idea why they did this, but it's really an annoying recipe. And then this needs to be turned into gears. Now we should be able to make a resonant component. All I'm missing is some hardened glass. That was sand, obsidian, and steel dust. Now steel dust can be made in a pulverizer. So that is that. I do not like the textures of all the ores. They don't look good. I'm sorry, whoever did the dust textures, I'm sorry, but they do not look that good. Yeah, look at that. Look at the speed increase. It's so much faster now. Nice. Okay. Let's also go ahead and get started on breaking this stuff up. I'm gonna have to break down all of these miners. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work. Maybe I'll wait a little bit. I'll do a little bit of procrastination, which I'm so good at. Okay, I think the first thing to do would be to get rid of these fluid absorbers. Now the problem is that these things have lava underneath them. So I would probably need to get rid of the lava somehow. I think the first thing to do is to break the blocks of netherite. That's going to slow down the production of the fluid absorbers, but that's fine. Okay, now that that's done, let's go ahead and get rid of the metal barrels. Uh-oh. I did not mean to do that. I forgot that this thing is on fast mode. Well, at least we got the stuff back. Okay, nice. So we got the stuff. That's the most important thing. We're not getting any lava in here, which means I'm hoping that the fluid ducts are empty. And I guess it's time to dismantle this thing. So there should be 36 buckets of lava. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there should be 36 buckets. Anyone have any plans for the weekend? Just remembered it's a Friday. Okay, I do have some buckets, ceramic buckets. Let me try and use these before I can use some other ones. Now these things are single use, but I've had 24 of them lying in my inventory for so long. I guess it's worth using them. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I should be able to do this. Oh! Nope, nope, didn't mean to do that. Hoo 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 hoo. That was close. Oh, this thing filled up. I was wondering why the stuff wasn't going in there. That's a big yikes. Right, 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can get 4 of these. Now, I do have spots left, so let me just fill this up. There we go. That should do it. Also, I have no idea why I'm using these metal barrels when I literally have a dynamic tank right behind me. I literally have a dynamic tank over there. So I don't know why I was using the barrels. That was a bit of a derp on my part, I guess. Didn't even think about this. Right, are we done with the plates? Looks like we are. That should be 8 stacks. Exactly as we like them. Right, so the only thing missing now is steel gears. So I'm gonna need 4 stacks of steel gears, which is 16 stacks of steel. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. I have 700 steel. I'm not sure that's enough. 16 stacks, I'm pretty sure is 1024, if I'm correct. So that's not gonna be nearly enough. Also, why do I only have 31 of these? Shouldn't I have 32? Huh. That doesn't seem right. But I only have 31 of these. Hey Zulu. You're here early today. Didn't expect you for at least another hour. Oh, what the what is this? I didn't know there was a secret tunnel down here. You have school today? Still really sleepy? Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. You have school? Are you ready for school? Or do you need a coffee to wake up? I used to have a cup of tea before school every day. Back when I used to go to school. Back in my days. Yeah, it's all gone. Okay, is there a way for me to just put this? Aha! There we go. That's much faster. Rather than doing it the way I was. Alright, so that should take care of that. Let's go ahead and get rid of the cobblestone as well. We don't need the cobble. I could do with the stone, so let's go ahead and get our iron wand. And it's broken. Honestly, there's no real point of using any wand other than the diamond one or the infinity one. All the rest of them are so bad. There's really no point in using any of them. Now, do these actually empty? Nope, they do not. So I'm gonna need to pipe the stuff in from here, I guess. Let's put this as output. Yeah, I do have diamond. I was just using that because I had that lying around from before. That's literally it. Okay, that was quick. These fluid ducts are pretty fast actually. I didn't expect them to be that quick. They are rapido. Okay, so this one is done. This one is done. Let's go. What the? Oh, Elterman.
Thank you, Eltire, for gifting 5 community subs.
Elterman with 5 gifted subs. Going to Coaster. Streaming. Jess1. Togard, Sissy Riddle, and Matsya _ Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. What brought that on, Elterman? Hello. That's a heck of a way to say hello. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh! Jeez. Oh! Oh, come on. The thunder struck me and shocked me and I couldn't attack them. And they killed me. Ow. Okay. You were supposed to be close. You need to time it correctly. Can't just do it willy-nilly. That's not how any of this works. Ow! Did you just sneak up on me? Little punks. Eltron, how you doing? Oh my god. Yeah. I really need to do something about these skellies. They feel a little bit too strong. They just slap me so quick. You're having a good time in the woods? Are you like camping or something?
Emotional damage.
Ow. Kind of camping? Nice. I used to camp a lot when I was in the Cub Scouts. Although over here we just call them Scouts. Haven't been out camping in a while though. I would love to go one day. Oh my god. Yes, we got the skellies. Oh, there's one skelly left. It's Matsya. And Matsya's down. Nice. Look at that. Translation is scout of the male or female variety. You mean Cub Scout? Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, where are the spiders? Because the spiders always run away and then they get stuck in all these like weird spots. There we go. Kotstar and Thogard are down. Where's the other ones? There's Sissy Riddle is right. Oh, that's a skelly. Okay, stay back. I need to heal up completely to fight Sissy Riddle. Where are you wandering off to? Oh, Zulu with the heal. Thank you, Zulu. And I instantly took damage. Haha! No! No! Oh my god. That double hit was so quick. There's no way a skelly is that fast. What was that? They're so quick. That was a sussy riddle. I think we got them all. Yeah, I think we got all of them. Also, is fire tick on? I should probably keep it off. You never know. And how many deaths was that? 5, 6, 10 deaths? Jeez. Did not expect that. No, no, no. We're not keeping the fire tick on. I don't want all my drawers and stuff to burn. Please. God, no. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't see any other mobs. Alright, let's switch this off. Alright, so I guess it's time for me to remove all of this mess that I have going on. So let's get started. Poor Storm? Poor me? I'm the one who's suffering in the storm. Alright, is there any other magnet in this pack other than this? Oh my god, the only one is the Fluxo magnet. Are you serious? It's the worst magnet there is. I'm not a big fan of this magnet. I'm removing the drawers? Yeah, but I'm not deleting them. The flames would delete them. I don't want that to happen. Have you guys ever seen how this looks? Like when you're mining something? Look at this. Looks so weird. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I don't like the Fluxo magnet because it's really slow. I feel like a magnet should immediately pick stuff up, and it feels like this one just waits a little bit too long. Sometimes when I've had the Fluxo magnet and I'm in a skyblock, I've actually had stuff fall into the void because the Fluxo magnet was too slow at picking it up. Odd observation? What's going on? Can't you upgrade it? I'm not sure. I can enchant it, but I'm not sure what upgrades I can use for this. I know I can increase the radius for the enhancement, but I don't know if I can increase the speed. There's a radial, what's the thing called? Radial enhancement. That is one of the augments that you can use, but I'm not sure if there's one for speed. So we have alchemical extender, alchemical amplifier, radial enhancement, multi-cycle injector, auxiliary reaction chamber, and these are all for machines. So there's not one for speed. You can only increase the area at which it works. So it's always going to be slow. There's so much redstone that I'm getting back. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to put the bread away. Nor the water bucket. Let's get that stuff back. Right, so that's pretty much all the speed caps done. Now we just need to get the trims. So maybe I should slow this down a little bit. It doesn't need to be that fast. This is a good opportunity to actually start over and redo the base and like actually design something. I'm not sure what, but I need to start like coming up with some sort of theme. Don't want everything just spread out over the hexagon and like nothing happening. Like no design whatsoever. I want some sort of design. Anyone have any ideas? Like what sort of design I could do? Right, I should probably also get rid of that. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of that. Because that's not gonna work. Okay, so that's that. Draw controller needs to go. I guess it can go over here. Doesn't really matter where it goes. Oh, Quinley. No. No. Okay, that should do. Let's get some stone to cover this up. That's the wrong stone. Oh right, I removed the controller thingy. I was wondering why I don't have access to stone. Makes complete sense. And this stuff is going to need to be... Let me just go ahead and remove the stone that I had in here. So we had 18 cobblestone. I don't see any normal stone, so I think we're good. Hi, Asmodeus. Howdy. Seems pretty quiet tonight. Like, most people probably gone out to enjoy the weekend. I have noticed that on Fridays it seems to be a bit more like chill compared to other days. Not much activity going on. I guess people are just winding down for the night or for the weekend. Alright, I'm gonna need to actually break all of the drawers first. So let's do this. Just got back and saw a ton of stone bricks being put back. Yeah. No. The slime is fine. The slime is absolutely fine. %, A-okay. $7 AM, so Friday's just starting for you. Yeah, I guess time zones and all that. It's beyond Lulu, not beyond Zulu. I don't know where you got the Zulu from. It's beyond Lulu. Compact machines in the pack? I do not think they are, actually. But even if they were, I don't think I would be able to like see them in JEI unless I research them. So that's kind of annoying. Alright, my plan for this, for all the miners and stuff, is that wherever I need ore processing, I'm gonna have like, every single thing is going to have its own ore processing. I'm not going to do like simultaneous stuff. It's going to be everything dedicated. So for example, aluminum, it's gonna get its own smelter. Iron is gonna get its own smelter. Tin is gonna get its own, and so on and so forth. Live on Australia time due to work, so you just got home. Oh, so is it the weekend for you? Even though it's a Friday morning. Like, are you done with your work for the week? Alright, I'm just gonna quickly connect this external storage with cables because I need access to all of this stuff. Oh, nice. That's pretty awesome. Being able to enjoy the Friday even though you live in a different country. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we have access to all of that. Let's actually get this as well. Oh my god, I need to stop doing that. So what's your working hours for you, Asmodeus? Like, what is the working hours that you work at? Like waking up and going to bed kind of thing? So why do I have an alloy kiln over here? I'm gonna have to fill in so much stone, chat. So much stone. I think I'm just gonna keep this on normal. Now the good thing about this one is that I don't need to fill it in because it's just stone. Now, I think I'm gonna install I'm gonna unlock building gadgets for this. There's no point in using wands for this one. Just gonna get building gadgets. I'll need to research it, but it shouldn't be that difficult. Oh, look at this, dry ice. Work from 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. so you go to bed around 11 to 12 and get up around 8 p.m. Oof, that's rough. Night shifts. Night shifts can be really rough. As someone who has done night shifts before, I can 100% sympathize with that. Make a pattern of 5 by 5 by 5 stone. A pattern? I don't know what that means, Zulu. What are you on about? Oh, for building gadgets. You need to specify that. Been doing it a long time. Well, as long as, you know, you're able to do it. I guess that's all that matters. I need to get my saturation full. There we go. Why does Jerky only have 2 hunger thingies? That makes no sense. Individual processing is how you set yours up as well. I think that's the best way to do it because that way you don't need to depend upon other machines. So, cook better food. There is no better food in this pack. It's pretty much vanilla food or nothing. This jerky is the only food that I found had pretty good saturation. But even that needs steak and I don't have any steak. I just killed a few cows in the wild and I got this. There's really not much better food in this pack. Asmodeus, have you been able to find any better food source? Something reliable? Mutton and steam? Steam? No, you said steam. What's steam, Zulu? What sort of mutton are you eating? Steamed mutton. Now, that sounds delicious. You're lazy living off apples. See, I can't even do that. Actually, I could do that. I have 2048 apples. Yeah, honestly, I should do that. I don't know why I bother with other stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and unlock building gadgets. It is high time that we did it. Building gadgets. Let's unlock you. I think it is in basic. No, it's in advanced research, isn't it? Who did that? Shimon, welcome in. So, that's gonna need diamond wands. So I guess I do need to make diamond wands anyway. But that needs basic technium. That doesn't need diamond. Isn't that supposed to be a basic technium wand then? Why is it called a diamond wand? That's clearly broken. Quinley, no. One day you're gonna actually do it. I'm not going to believe it. There we go. Now we have access to building gadgets. I wouldn't be surprised if building gadgets actually needed advanced stuff. Yep, there we go. Advanced technium. Knew it. Called it. Actually called it. So that's gonna need some stone. I think that should be enough, right? Oh, Shimon. No. Don't do that. Okay, why are you doing this? Technium and advanced technium replacing diamonds. Yeah, pretty much. We've already done the 5,000. Yeah. I'm nervously like trying to just play without thinking about it too much. Okay, maybe I should just do something like this. What if I do range of 15 and then just do something like this? Isn't that better? I'm out of stone. Nope. Nope. How to undo? I overdid it on that one. And I am almost out of stone. So let's go ahead and sleep and get some more stone. Okay, where is my stone? You are down here. You beauty. Can I do fuzzy mode, and is that going to actually like allow me to do the whole thing? Yeah, looks like it is. Nice, that actually helps quite a bit. Carrots are a good source of saturation. I haven't been able to find any carrots in the world though. That's been a bit of a problem. I had gone out looking for carrots. I didn't find any. Uh-oh. Stop building in the ocean. Okay, let's go back to range 5. And I'm out of stone again. I've used 4,000 stone till now, by the way. That's how much stone we've actually used in here. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be digging this up again soon. So I don't see why I'm doing this, but I think I just want like a clean starting area to work from. Yeah, I don't think that's even possible, Quinley. Pretty sure you can't do any more than 10,000 bits. Oh my god, I'm out of stone again? Jeez, man. Alright, finally. Got a little bit left over here. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be stone bricks. So let's do this. Oh, it's 100,000. Huh, I did not know that. Okay, what did I just throw away? Was it the jerky? Yep, it was. I thought it was 10,000. Oh, you learn something new every day. What is the max amount you guys have seen, like, being cheered in chat? 1, 2, 3. Is this 3? It is actually more than 3. 10k? Yeah, I've seen 10k as well, multiple times. I've seen DD do 10k. I forgot I had quartz in there. Uh-oh. That could have been bad. Alright, let's just actually smelt this up. You're replaying the mod pack, trying to be smarter and more efficient in your setup. So did you finish it the first time? I think you did, right? I think you said that you automated like up to 1 final technium. And someone drop 100k on Subby? I'm not sure. I didn't see that, if that happened. I feel like 100k is so, like, such a huge amount though. Be a little bit quicker, please. Lemming really needs to add like induction smelting factories and stuff like that. 100k dumb, might as well do a tip on stream elements. I mean, 100k bits is the equivalent of that many dollars. Like the only thing extra in bits is on the person who buys them. Like a streamer gets 100% of the bits that the person gives them. So bits is actually a good way to support a streamer rather than subs overall. The factory must grow. What did I do? Make any kind of factory. Okay, this is new to me, like the mechanism advancements. I haven't had them in so long, like it's completely new to me. Alright, let's chuck all of this stuff away. You created 1 final technium and stopped. The automation you had would have taken forever to do 32. But I guess now that you have an idea of what you want to do, that'll make it a little bit easier. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is almost the center of the base. I'm not sure if it is the perfect center. It doesn't look like the perfect center. I guess it needs to go 1 further to be the perfect center. Like over here. Let's see, is that the perfect center? That does look more perfect. Make lines? Nah. I'm not putting that much effort into this. I'm not a content creator to put so much effort into doing that. There wasn't anything beyond that. The new version has more under the final Technium chapter. Yeah, they have the books now, the mod mastery books. So we can do that. Right, I think it's time to get rid of this jumbo furnace. Let's actually shear it this time. Okay, I need to make the refined storage wrench. Because you can't actually pick up cable covers without the wrench. Which seems a little bit silly to me. But if that's how they've decided to do it, then that's how you gotta do it. Alright, so I'm going to have to put this to the side somewhere so that someone needs to remind me that the Jumbo Crafter recipes are over here, okay? How much quartz do we have now? 1.1k. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, perfect. And that's that. Let me get some more bricks so I can cover this up. Yeah, I meant remind me when I need it. The way you play, it's all about the automation. Resource generation is easy since your gaming computer is always running. Oh, nice. I've actually been thinking about getting a server for this. Like for my Minecraft playthroughs. But I don't know, servers are kind of expensive. I don't know if I can justify having a server. I said for my modded playthroughs. Learn to listen throughout. Wow. I'm being blackmailed into giving a server, chat. Alright, I think it's time for this tree to come down. You've lived a long and healthy life. Why are the leaves not falling? Uh-oh. That doesn't seem like a good sign. You had one for a while, cost-wise wasn't bad, but wasn't worth it to play solo. The only reason I would like a server instead of having my machine is that we have a lot of power loss over here, like a lot of power outages. Actually, had a power outage today. The moment I pressed the start streaming button, like the stream started and my power cut out for about 10 minutes or so. So having a server would be very useful for me, because then I would not need to worry about like resource generation when my PC is off. Okay, I need a little bit of dirt. Should I get rid of all this podzol? I don't know. I need to clear my throat. Stupid deviated septum. Yeah, it's one of those things. Okay, how do I get rid of this? Like, how do I move a dynamic tank without getting rid of the lava? How do I do that? Do I just pipe it to another dynamic tank? I think that's the only thing I can do. Maybe I should get rid of all the uraninite in here. And steel. I'm gonna need a lot of steel. I'm going to need 44 dynamic tank blocks. And I should have some structural glass. So I'm gonna get rid of one of these valves and replace it with glass. That way we have another valve, so we don't have to craft more. And then for the dynamic tank, I just need some buckets and some steel. And now for structural glass, I need 52 of this. You have yours plugged into UPS to protect it? Yeah, I have an inverter. So I actually have like a fully functional backup system. So I could technically, in theory, power my system for 3 hours or so when the power outage happens. But I don't like to stretch it that much. I don't have a copy paste gadget. And is it worth it just for this many blocks? I think building this would be much faster. We shouldn't be too lazy. I know modded Minecraft is fun, but we should be building our blocks ourselves sometimes. Otherwise, we don't retain the memory of doing it, and that can be a problem. Imagine me going to play vanilla Minecraft after like years of modded Minecraft and like forgetting how to just place blocks because I just use the building gadget every time. That would be so terrible. Okay, so this is 10,41660. Someone keep this number in mind. 10,416,600. 10,416,600. It did. 10,416,600. Ten, 416, 600. So this fluid duct can hold 8 buckets worth of fluids. Yeah, there's some sort of issue with connected textures. See? Now it's fixed. But those bottom ones are still the same. And now those are fixed. It's weird. I don't know why that's happening, but it's weird. Alright, so that should start putting all the stuff into that tank. Now that is going to take a while. I wonder if we can actually tick accelerate this. Nope, doesn't look like it. 10,416,600. Yep, that's it. Alright, I think we are pretty much done with these MV accumulators. We don't need those anymore. Okay, why are you... Oh my god, how's that happened? You started playing vanilla on Xbox with the kids 10 years ago, and once you were introduced to modded, there's no way you could just go back. Yep. Pretty much the same thing for me. Like, why would you limit yourself to vanilla when you have so much stuff in modded Minecraft? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you limit yourself? Alright, let me get a flux point. And I think it's time to take down our system, chat. So, bye-bye wireless transmitter. Bye-bye controller, pattern grid, crafting grid, fluid grid, crafting monitor. I'm gonna have to redo this power setup. Disk drive, second disk drive. Can't wait for me to get into the satisfactory modded community. I'll probably get there eventually. Okay. So I'm going to remove the flux plug from here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flux plug on the MV accumulator over here. Right? So that should be taking power from these two. And then my flux point is gonna go here. I'm gonna put it on surge mode, bypass the limit, and then the controller goes here. Why am I doing this? So I want to center my base around refined storage, and I want everything to be automated using this thing. That's why. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go one block lower and put the controller in the ground like this. Yeah, I think that's better, because that way what I can do is I can have cables running out all directions. Oh, this is problematic. I just realized. Okay, what I can do instead is let's take cables over here. So I can have a basement with cables, and then if I have the controller, let's say at the top like I had it before, that would make it much easier. So something like this. Then the flux point can go on top. Yeah, I like that. Removing your sign. Where was your sign again? I've completely forgotten. I think I did remove it. I don't even know when that happened. I don't remember. Sorry, Zulu. Apparently, your sign was not worth remembering. Alright, so I'm hoping that this thing is taking energy. It doesn't appear to be. Aren't you on output? Why is this not taking any energy? Hang on just a second. Okay, it's getting energy. Maybe there needs to be a buffer in between. Huh? Put another sign on the ME controller saying don't break this or face the wrath of Zulu. What are you gonna do? What is there that you can do? You'll do nothing. There's nothing you can do. I should probably upgrade this thing to the next tier, but maybe I'll do that later. I ain't scared of no Ravagers. I've fought them plenty of times. Ravagers are no problemo. Alright, I guess it's time to get rid of this. I'm gonna need to figure out like a proper solution for the power setup. Right, that should do. Nope, no Quinley. Right, God, where do I keep this stuff? I'll keep it over here for now. So it'll be like this, and then this stuff can go away. The energizing rod, I can't really put it down where there's no like cables and stuff, so that's gonna have to be managed somehow. Jumbo crafter is in here. Jumbo furnace. Oh, jumbo crafter. What do you mean by jumbo crafter? Do you mean the netherite one? Also, I guess I can do this. So that's gonna be where the energizing rod goes for now. Let's go to bed. Man, breaking down all of this stuff just showed me how much extra space I have. Didn't even expect that. The thing near the Greg portal you said to remember? Right. Thank you. We'll put this over here for now. Right, are you taking power from here? It looks like you are, so that's good. So eventually these MV accumulators will be empty. Yeah, it's not a jumbo crafter after all, it is a jumbo furnace. They're two different things, Zulu. Imagine not knowing the difference. Couldn't be me. It's so fun trolling you, Zulu. Alright, let's put the advanced ore essence in here for now. We can actually see like all the items now. Look at that. Look at all the random stuff I have in my system. So much random stuff. It's like 2,500 netherite scraps, 967 lava bottles, 554 colored stone. I should probably get rid of all this colored stone. There's really no need for it, I think. Right, now I think the steel gears were missing, right? So I need to make a ton of steel. So I think the best way to do that will be to get my induction smelter out again. Let's get let's see, what should I get? Maybe I'll get a crafter for this. In order to do that, I don't know. Should I get a crafter or what should I do? I'm gonna have like a separate setup for this. I've just noticed that this is what I always do. Like I always put all my stuff together over here and then I never have like a proper space dedicated for it. And I kind of want a dedicated space this time. So I think for now, let's actually get our drawers and let's move them behind the refined storage system. Okay, that's a lot of drawers. If you automate the advanced blast furnace, is way faster than the induction smelter. Is it? Isn't it 54 seconds for... No, is it 6 seconds? It's 6 seconds for steel ingot. And the induction smelter is just like 2 seconds. Okay, how many is these? This is 11 horizontal. So that's 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm missing one drawer, but I can work with that. Hey, Nata. We're playing Techopolis. Techopolis 2. Yeah, the fastest induction smelter takes like a couple of seconds, or even less than that. Right, I'm missing one block, but that's fine. We can always figure out something for that. Let's grab the compacting drawers. Now, how many of these are we gonna get? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, those. I forgot to turn my magnet off. I don't know how to do that. Okay, there we go. You didn't do the ender ore since last time it wasn't a quest. Okay, so that's 29 compacting drawers. 29. I need to keep that in mind. So what's the best way to do this? Should I just put these on top of the other ones? Also, I just realized I think this is perfect because I can put the drawer control over here. There we go. So this drawer is gonna go here, and that is a perfect box. I wish they would add that mod. Like, I don't know if it's not been updated to 1.19 or what's going on, but why is that mod not here, that whenever you place something down, if there's an equivalent thing in your hotbar, it goes into your if it's in your inventory, it goes to your hotbar slot. Like, I need that mod. Why is that not in here? Oh, this is a compacting, this is a drawer controller. Okay, so drawer controller goes over there, and then I have 6 of these left. So I guess they can go 3 to this side and 3 to the other side. And I don't need to worry about lighting this stuff up because, you know, no mobs. So all I need to do is get a couple of cables and then get an external storage, and we should be back on track. Nice, there we go. We have all our items again, which means I should now be able to make a crafter. That's going to need a couple of basic processors, couple of advanced processors, furnace me. I don't know why I bookmarked these things. I think that was accidental. Okay, so I'm gonna need a piece of quartz and a piece of glowstone. Destruction core complete. Construction core complete. And advanced processors. Now I think we established that the energized smelter is the fastest furnace in the game, right? Once you upgrade this to the factory version. I'm pretty sure the ultimate smelting factory is the fastest. Is there anything faster than this? Please let me know now before I make a mistake. Did I hit my mic? I think I did. Right, so basically what I want the induction smelter to do is get an importer. Let's actually get the stack upgrade for now. So basically I also need a flux point and the smelter itself. And here's what the automation will be like. So I guess I'll put this at the back for now. Okay, so if I put a crafter like this with the induction smelter, so we're gonna say you're gonna input from the back, you're gonna output to the bottom, and then we'll grab the output with the importer. I think that works. And then this thing just needs power. Okay, so Now the pattern that I need to do, what was I actually doing for the induction smelter? Why was I setting this up? I think it was for steel, right? Pretty sure, yeah, it was for steel because we need to make a ton of steel gears. So this is going to be the recipe. I am going to put 64. Oh, hang on a second. Is that going to force itself into the third slot? I hope not. Let's try it out. I need some coal coke, some steel, and some iron. Let's see if that works. If it does, well and good. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to change up that recipe somehow to make sure it's blocked. One sec. Okay, so steel, can I get 100? Let's see, are you gonna work? Aha, you are. Nice. Refined storage is smart. It doesn't put more steel, more iron or coal into this slot, which is really nice. This is one more thing, Asmodeus, that you can do with the smelter that you can't with the blast furnace. Tick acceleration. So that also makes it a little bit faster. That's until we run out of energy. Why are we running low on energy? Oh, I think we ran out of energy from the accumulators. Yes, finally. Okay, before I do anything, I'm gonna have to remove that. Because the last time I did that, it actually gave me my energy. And then the flux plug needs to be reconnected to my reactor. And that should have power now. Perfect. Now, why are these not stacking up? Is there any particular reason why they're not stacking up? They all have 7 NBT tags. Why you no stack? Is it because they have different inputs and outputs? Let me check that. First things first, wireless charging off. I don't want this stuff to charge. Ah, it is. So I need this to be no connection on all sides. Okay, so now if I pick them up, they should stack, right? Yes, there we go, finally. That was annoying. Didn't expect that. Okay, so there we go. That is now stacking correctly. That just like it plays with my mind when that doesn't work. Okay, are you done? So the induction smelter is now done. So that should be 731 steel. Okay. Now that's still not enough because we need 16 stacks, which if I remember correctly, is equal to 1024. So that means I need about 400 iron or 300 iron more. So I'm going to need to smelt down some iron ore. Let's just get 8 stacks. Let's get a pulverizer going. And guess I can get another crafter. Getting another crafter would be a little bit difficult. Let's actually do one thing. Let's put a crafter on this furnace. Oh my god, where's my wrench? There we go. I should probably keep my wrench on me at all times. And I need a crafter. Maybe I'll utilize this one for now. This is temporary, as are most things that I do in the pack. Right, so the furnace should now effectively be automated as long as we have mini charcoal. I guess we could put anything in there, it doesn't have to be charcoal. Maybe we could put coal pieces. We should have coal pieces, right? Oh yeah, mini coal, we have mini coal. And the reason I'm using mini coal is because it is more efficient, because it burns one item. So we are not wasting anything with mini coal. And then that is for the furnace. Let's go ahead and make some patterns. 10 of these. I'm missing quartz and rich iron. So that's going to be the first pattern that I make. And now I should be able to craft 10 more. Okay, now it's pattern time. So the first thing is going to be the raw processors. Processing the processors, this processes the process. It's going to be the 3 processors. Now the neural one I'm not going to worry about just yet. That we shall do later. The silicon though, I'm going to put over here. And then these 3 can go over here. Now I do need to make the processor recipes as well, not just the raw ones. So the cooked processors are going to be made in the furnace. That's 1, 2, and 3. What is that operation upgrade? What is this? Process the amount of items in the filter can override other upgrades. Simple storage network. I've never seen that before. That's new. Okay, so I should be able to craft processors now. So if I said make a recipe for a normal crafter. Make a recipe for the machine casing as well. And put those in here. Can I craft a crafter? I'm missing the cores. Right. I forgot about that. We need a construction and a destruction core. It's pretty easy. So all of this is to do with recursive crafting basically. As long as we have all the basic materials in place, we should be able to craft the higher tier stuff. Alright, so we can see all of the stuff being done over here. So it's currently, it stores all of these items. What is scheduled over here? Silicon. So it is currently processing the silicon. You can see it's super slow because it's a furnace. Once we get energized smelter, this will be much faster. That's the hope at least. And that should be the destruction. Oh, the construction core is done. The destruction core is being crafted. And as soon as that is done... Oh, it's making the advanced ones now. Dude, the furnace is so slow. Why is it so slow? Can I make an energized smelter? I should be able to, right? I'm missing a steel casing, which... Oh, yeah. That needs the elite tech name. I was wondering why I hadn't made one yet. Okay, we'll get there. So there we go. We've got another crafter, which I shall put like this. And then I'm gonna get the pulverizer. This is going to be outputting to the bottom. I think that is correct. And we need another importer for this. I'm pretty sure I do not have one. We also have the QIO importers and exporters from Mechanism, which is kind of weird. but I guess we could try using these sometime. The one thing about Mechanism is I never use the QIO system because there's no auto crafting for it. But it's a pretty good system for storing like a huge amount of items. So you can basically store 8,192 types of items, and it has a max storage of 16 billion. Only problem is it needs antimatter, which honestly not that bad in this pack. You just need nuclear waste, and nuclear waste comes from uraninite, so it's pretty simple. There we go. Importer complete. Wrench it up. And I guess it's time for us to start making some iron dust. Where's the pulverizer thingy? I keep hitting my mic when I go to like clear my nose. So silly. Okay, so this is going to be the recipe. It's basically 1 iron ore makes 2 iron dust. None of the additional stuff. And I need more patterns. Can I make 64? I'm missing iron. Of course I am. Maybe let's make 10. And then the induction smelter is going to actually be used to smelt the iron dust. So that's gonna smelt up. Actually, I just realized something. That's gonna be amazing. If this works correctly, that's gonna be amazing. If I could just redo this recipe with some iron dust. And I'm gonna need power for this. So let's get a cable. So that should now be powered up. Yeah, I'm gonna need some speed and stack upgrades pretty soon. Okay, I think that's 64 iron dust, is it? It is. Okay, perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to replace this pattern with iron dust instead of iron ingots. Because the way that's going to work is I'm not going to have to do multiple processes for the steel. It's just going to take the dust directly from the pulverizer instead of smelting it into iron and then doing it. So we effectively save one process. Okay, now I'm gonna need 1024 iron. Hopefully that works. Now in the meantime, I also want to get some upgrades. So let's get some speed and stack upgrades done. First process is going to be the upgrade. Next is going to be the speed. We will need sugar, which comes from sugarcane. Then we need the stack upgrade. And that should be all the patterns done. So, can I craft a stack? Nice, I can. Only thing it needs is some time. Oh, thank God I have the time in a bottle. I don't know what I would do with this thing. It's so crucial. I also need to make another crafter. Maybe I should do that. Because I was repurposing the one for the jumbo furnace. So I need to get this thing back. That's like 4 processors, right? 2 raw, 2 basic and 2 advanced. So that's gonna have to go in there because, you know, we get a lot more stuff than we are putting in. And then finally, this is the basic processor. Oh, oh my God, we still have the advanced processors left. There we go. I guess I'm just gonna keep this over here for now. I still need to figure out like where to place all the stuff that I need. Maybe this can go over here for now. That's just gonna be my emergency crafting table if my crafting grid ever shuts down. So that's gonna be for emergencies only. Okay, why is this? Oh yeah, I did ask for iron ingots, didn't I? Right, that makes sense. So how are we doing? We're getting plenty of iron actually. It's not too bad. I did ask for 1024 though, so that's gonna take some time. Okay, in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, let's actually get these. I forgot about these drawers. Of course I did. I guess you can go over here on each side. Doesn't really matter where you go, but I like to keep things a little bit symmetrical. Just a tad. We still have plenty of uraninite. I think it's time to cut our losses with this and get rid of this power, because we are not running out of it anytime soon, are we? And I guess I can get rid of this as well. I'm gonna move it to my center stage over there. So, flux controller, but now you can stay over here. Advanced crafting table. Sure, why not? We'll put you over here. Okay, so that's all the stuff done except the steel. And then the bed can go over here. Such a silly place to put the bed, but okay. As long as it works, that's all that matters. We are at 500 iron. That's still gonna take a while, actually. Should I speed this up a little bit? I guess I could. Yeah, it's gonna go down, but I don't think it should exceed more than half the power limit. How are we doing on power? 1700, I think, at the max. It's pretty decent. Okay, so while we're waiting for the iron... Oh, how is this doing, by the way? Are you still not done? Jeez, you're slow. Okay, I think I'm gonna need some ultimate mechanical pipes for this, because the fluid ducts do not seem to care. Mechanical pipes, let's see. Can I upgrade you? Yes, I can. Can I upgrade you again? Yes, I can. Can I upgrade you one more time? Yes, I can. And I think I would be able to make some more if I needed. I need 11. Yep. I knew I would need more. So let's make more of these. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna remove is this. That's gonna make sure that there's no extra fluids left in the fluid duct. Why are the fluid ducts so slow? God, they're slow. Oh, look at that speed. Why didn't I do this from the start? Look at that speed. Holy. It's done. Why did I not do that before? Alright, so we have our dynamic tank over here with 10,416.6 buckets of lava. And once I figure out a proper place for it, we can move it. Also, I need to move the reactor. Okay. So I'm gonna need to figure out how to do this, because all of our power is running off of that reactor. So I'm going to need to figure out a way to make that work. The turbo servos make the fluid ducts extremely fast, but not as fast as the ultimate pipes. Okay, that's good to know, Chronic. So I didn't even know that there's... Oh, these ones. The turbo servo. Okay. I might actually try to use those if I can. For now though, I need to find a way to get a power storage. And I think the accumulator is going to be the one once again. So let's grab one of these. And you, my friend, are going to get power. Jeez, it's done already. Great. Maybe I can use 3 of them. Okay, that works. So the way I'm gonna set this up is... This is going to be output. This one is going to be input from the back, from the bottom. Output at the top. And this one is going to be the same. So input from the bottom, output from the top. Okay? And then I'm going to say flux plug, you're going to come with me and go over here. So that should start eating up all the energy from here. In the meantime, I'm going to quickly break my reactor and upgrade it. So I should be able to upgrade it because we made the spirited stuff yesterday. So there we go, 36 spirited. Now we can't upgrade this to the next tier because we don't have any nitro crystals and we can't make them just yet. But there should be a starting power source for us. And it should be good enough to keep us going for a little while. Yeah, nitro is pretty rough. Yes, that is true. Where should I put this? Where should I put this? I guess it doesn't really matter where I put it for now. So I'm gonna put it, let's see, over here. Hey Nitsa, how you doing? I think the spirited reactor will last me for quite a while though. It does what, 30,000, 50,000, something like that. I'm not sure what it does exactly, but actually, you know what? This is a bad place for this. Because we want this to be connected with refined storage, right? So maybe I'll put it over here. Yeah, that'll do. Now you are still good. Okay. I think refined storage does not eat as much power as I thought it did. I just need to reconnect my network. Whoop. Alright, so we have our reactor. Let's actually go ahead and fill it with dry ice, redstone, coal, and uraninite. And then I need an exporter. Okay, let's do this. That should keep this cool as a cookie. Cookie? I don't know if that's the right thing. Oh my god, this is generating 97,000. That's a lot more than I expected. I did not expect that. I expected like 50k. Okay, this is good. This I can work with. I can work with that. 97k will last me definitely a long time. Because that's pretty much higher than a gas burning generator at that point. That is amazing. It'll bounce from 91 to 97. That's all good. 91 is even more than I would expect. Can I get the exporter? Did I not craft it? No, I crafted the ingredients for it. Right, I keep forgetting to do that. So the exporter can go over here. There we go. Yeah, nitros, I mean, they deserve to go crazy, don't they? If they're using so many nether stars and stuff. I think they at that point, if you are crazy enough to make one, then you deserve all the power. Okay, let's go ahead and get all the blocks that we need for this. So we need dry ice. We need redstone. We need coal. I think I need to get some more blocks of coal, by the way. And uraninite. We also need to get more uraninite. But this is at 100 million. Wow. That's the buffer of this thing. 100 million. And that should be our power system secure. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this one, aren't I? This is gonna be energy input. There we go. They all sync up once again. Only this time they all have power in them. Which is fine. Now we don't care about that. Why is the exporter not working? It's because I haven't connected it correctly. Probably should have checked that. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. 64, 64. This is going up. Right. I guess on the other side I could do... Ooh, hang on a second. I just realized I have a perfect opportunity over here. Let me get an importer real quick. Maybe I should just tease the recipes to this thing. This is an importer. This is an exporter. Okay. Keep them in mind. Now please give me one of these. Alright, so while that's working... Hi Kara. How you doing? I'm gonna need an orb. And this is what I want to do. Let's see. I am doing pretty well. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. Could I do it like this? Hang on a second. Ooh. I just realized. I've never tried this before. This could work out amazingly. If it does, I would love it. How are you doing? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Please tell me you're gonna work. Okay, so we have the importer in place. This thing is going to be giving this energy. We have the energizing orb. We just need to put this on redstone pulse inserts next set. Let's get a comparator and stuff. Okay, now this is going to be the ultimate test. If this works, I will love it. To test this out, I'm just going to put the beef jerky in there. So that is giving this power. Nice. Not really any plans, probably just working on designing new stuff and maybe play a game or two. Am I streaming this weekend? That is a brilliant question. I would like to. Hi Nia Golden, it's been a while. I would like to stream. I'm planning, like, if possible, then I would do a little bit of Satisfactory tomorrow. Because it's been a while since I streamed that, in like 1 week. So I'm hoping to get that done, like, get a little bit of progress in that tomorrow. Started school, nice. What do you do? What sort of school are you going to? Aha! It is working. Oh my god, putting the reactor over here could probably have been one of my biggest, like, non-thinking big brain moments. Because the energizing rod goes here, the crafter goes here. It's like such a perfect combination, all of this stuff. The course you're taking is called Restaurant and Culinary. Nice. Are you hoping to get into the food industry? My brother is actually a chef. He did his bachelor's degree in hotel management. And he is a chef. He works at a resort right now. But he is leaving it soon for looking for a better opportunity. It is pretty demanding. I will say that. Being a chef can be pretty demanding. Are you using only one rod? I just made one. I need to make more. Now that I have this whole setup complete, I can make like multiple of these. I should actually get that done. So let's go ahead and see. Dielectric stuff. I need to put recipes for all of these. And it just now is coming to my mind that maybe I should upgrade the crafter. Yeah, good on you, Nia. Like, if as long as you're like, you know, as long as you're focused towards it, might as well, right? Okay, so that's gonna be the crafting table. I also need the neural thing. Oh, right. I'm in the crafting grid. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, it is a little bit the resources thing, but I could get the resources manually, I guess. What have I been up to? I'm just enjoying Minecraft as per usual. I actually started playing Satisfactory last Saturday, and I'm hoping to do another stream tomorrow. But that depends on if I'm available. Family stuff and all that. I'm hoping I am though, because I want to show everyone what I've been up to. I completely rebuilt my factory from the ground up in the first stream that I did. Yeah, Satisfactory. It's a tech automation kind of game. Oh my god, you're so slow, Furnace. Could you be any slower? Yeah, it's a really fun game. Maybe I should use a redstone furnace over here. That would probably be much faster than this. Alright, and then for a gold crafter, what else do I need? That's it, right? I only need the neural processors. I have pretty much everything else. It's a whole different game. Yeah, it's the game itself is called Satisfactory. It's on Steam on early access. Alright, now I am going to break this, which is going to cause all the... Maybe I'll just grab them. Where should I put these? Okay. I've got a little bit of patchwork going on over here. No! That's the wrong location. There we go. It's been in early access for years. Yeah, but then again, you know, it's not a complete game, so I guess it makes sense that it's in early access. Alright, so now we have a little bit extra space. If I wanted to get a diamond crafter or above, I will need more neural processors, right? So let me go ahead and make a recipe for the processor itself. And I need a few more patterns. Oh, this crafts 5 at a time. Nice! That's much faster. That is supremely awesome. Alright, so that is done. What's next? Now that we have power, we could do pretty much anything. Apparently there's a game or something that just has AI inside where the characters you just watch can't do much. The AI characters can think and reflect. Huh. I'm guessing with all the stuff that's going on with AI, I wouldn't be surprised if that was real. It could be. You never know. There's like so much stuff going on right now in the world in terms of AI. I don't even know what to think about it. Alright, I guess it is time to set up miners once again. But this time we're going to do things a little bit different. They can make a town and make their own decisions. That sounds like a little bit like mine colonies. Except that they need you to help them for their decisions. But apart from that, it sounds a little bit like that. Okay, I was doing steel, right? I completely forgot that I needed more steel. So let's get like 512 of this. We should start see it coming in soon. Oh, maybe because it needs 64 of the dust. Because the pattern says 64. Yeah, it's 64 iron dust, 64 cold coke. That's why it's waiting. But I guess that's fine, because while these 64 are being done, this will craft the next 64. Yeah, look at that, look at that. It just popped all 64 of them in here. Yeah, it does, but it's not a lot. And honestly, for the amount of content that you get here, it is pretty good. It's a pretty good game and well worth it. Well worth it. Okay, Asmodeus, I don't know if you're still here, but look at that. This is the max speed of a blast furnace. Not a blast furnace, an induction smelter. Compared to the blast furnace, which takes 6 seconds. This is like 1, 2. It's 1 second. It's 1 second per craft, not even 2 seconds. You have multiple worlds with 400 plus hours each. You seem to be one of those guys who loves math and automation. Well, I am one of those too, so I can understand. Alright, I think I need to set up the next machine. Why am I setting up all my machines over here? I am so bad at building bases, chat. It is actually not even a joke. I am so bad. Yeah, once you're fully upgraded though, it has to have a resonant component and 3 flux linkage amplifiers. Don't know how people find the time to play for like 200 hours. I mean, we don't like you don't play a lot at the same time, right? You play slowly and like work your way up. Okay, why are these two not stacking up? Oh, this one is the resonant and this one is not. That's why. Okay, I'm gonna get my die. Gear working die. And I'm just gonna plop this over here. Give me my steel. Hey! Don't be turning me. I see that. Alright, this is working fairly well. Hey! Oh my god, you yeeted me on top of my reactor. I could barely react to that. Alright, oh my god, this furnace is really annoying me at this point. I cannot wait 10 seconds for a recipe. That is way too much. You have precision? You sure do. That was like a perfect yeet straight on top of the reactor. Did mostly immersive engineering for a lot of your automation last playthrough. Going to go for speed and efficiency this time. Yeah, I think that's why I waited so long to do automations. Because I didn't want to do it with immersive. There are, but they need like a lot of different stuff. So for example, the energized smelter, which is the fastest furnace in the game, it needs a steel casing, which needs an elite technium ingot, which needs lead, signalum, electrum gears, amethyst shards, and advanced technium. Actually, I might be able to do this. No, but the electrum gear actually... Oh, I could do that. Hang on a second. I might be able to make one of those. So we need 1 advanced. Then we need 8 signalum, which I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah. Hang on a second. I think I might be able to do this. I need 8 of those. Those need to be turned into plates. So that'll turn them into plates. And then what else did I need for this? I needed electrum gears. So that's going to be 4 4s are 16. 16 of these. That'll do. All the chutes and conveyor belts were impressive to look at. I think that's one of the things about immersive that makes it appealing to people, is that it does have pretty good looks, but then the efficiency does not work out towards the same thing, like towards the same speed. It's not as efficient and speedy. Alright, so is that everything, or am I missing something? I am missing something. That is the amethyst shards. Okay, so we should be able to do this. Yeah, and one of the worst things that's about IE is that the creator doesn't want the speeds to be faster than that. Like, they want it to be slow. They want you to waste your time, which I've never understood. There we go, elite technium. Alright, so we should be able to make another steel casing, which means we should now be able to make the smelter. And I should be able to upgrade this as well. So that's a basic smelting factory. And then I'm gonna need some alloys. And then I should be able to make the second tier. What about the next one? I'm pretty sure I don't have the alloys for that. Yeah, so we'll just keep it on this one for now. And then I need to make some upgrades. So some energy upgrades and some speed upgrades. I'm not going to put all the speed upgrades just yet. 4 of them should be enough. But that's going to be decidedly faster than using a silly vanilla furnace. Can I make another flux point? I can. The flux point is going to be for the smelter. So energy upgrades, speed upgrades, power, and there we go. That should do it. So now this thing is going to be sorting automatic. Input is going to be from the top, output from the bottom, auto eject on, and I don't think I need this exporter anymore. Blue is pretty insistent that the mod is functioning exactly how they want it. You used to be able to adjust machines in the configs pretty easily, but not so much now. Yeah, that's exactly what I was also thinking. They like Blue, in like he is pretty. What is the word that you say? Obstinate. He's pretty obstinate about the way his machines work, and he doesn't want that to change. And that is what's, in my opinion, stopping immersive engineering from being one of the best mods there could be. Because it's just so slow. Like, who is ever in their right mind going to set up steel automation in immersive engineering when this is much faster? Like, it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Alright, so we have 1196. Now I need 16 stacks, which is 1024. There we go, 16 stacks of steel. So you're gonna start making some gears for me. Look at all them gears. Yeah, exactly. I feel like the immersive engineering models are like so good. The arc furnace is, it's so impressive. It's like one of the greatest achievements in modded Minecraft, having such an amazing texture for something in Minecraft. Like, that is the main thing. Yeah, it's so industrial looking. You could make so many good like steampunk based designs around immersive, but it's just the efficiency that kills it. Like, why would anyone want to wait 540 seconds for one block of steel? Or something around that time. Either 450 seconds or 540, one of the two. It's just way too long. And I know what, like, all the answers always are parallelize. Just make more ovens, more blast furnaces. But literally one block can be faster than your entire multi-block. So you gotta make allowances for stuff like that. Immersive and create for decoration blocks makes you no builder squee. Yeah, the feeling that would. I love your builds. Alright, so we have 72 advanced tech name, which means I should be able to make 32 elite. But that would need a lot more signalum. Let's see how much stuff we need. So that's 2 stacks of amethyst, I think. So it's 32 and 32. Now for electrum, that is 2 stacks of gears, which is 8 stacks of electrum. And I don't think I have that. Yep, I do not have that.
Oi, Deadshot. Chat wants you to consume H2O.
Is that right? Hello, Morpheus. Thank you for the consume H2O. I shall get right on that. I'm missing silver. Hey ho, silver. Why are you missing? Alright, let me drink some H2O. Thank you, Morpheus. You guys take good care of me. I'm in good hands. Alright, so that's gonna give me some dust. You need to be a little bit faster, my dude.
Deadshot.
Oh.
Chat wants you to get up and stretch.
Get up and stretch as well. I shall do that. Alright, while I'm waiting for this, let me get up and stretch. I think it was due time for me to stretch anyway, so perfect timing, Morpheus. If anyone's been sitting for a while, I would recommend you to get up and stretch as well. Just shake those limbs a little bit, loosen them up, loosen those muscles. Oh. Perfect. Now I can sit down and continue for the last 1 hour of the stream. 1 hour or so. I need to get, I don't know if you guys know what that is called, but do you guys know, like, there's, when you put your legs on it, it's kind of like you put it underneath your desk. Oh, who did that? Morpheus. You put it underneath your desk and it's kind of like a place for your legs to rest at a height rather than having them on the floor. Like, does anyone know what it's called? I think it's called a leg rest, but is there any other name for it? Because that's what I need. I don't have a leg rest or something similar to that right now. So my legs, like, if I want to stretch them out, there's no place for them to rest. A foot rest, right. I thought that it would be something like that. Yeah, I need to get one of those. That's gonna be super handy. Or footy. It won't be handy, it'll be footy. What sort of footrest can you get? Like, I need something comfortable. I want like something that doesn't make my feet like hurt. Something that's soft, but not too soft. Like, I don't want my feet to sink into it. Ottomans if you're in your living room. Ottomans. Why do I feel like I've heard that name before? Wasn't Ottomans like an empire? Your gaming chair has a built-in footrest. Nice. I didn't get a gaming chair because gaming chairs are not really that ergonomic compared to actual ergonomic chairs. So the one that I currently have is like a complete ergonomic solution. But unfortunately, it does not come with a footrest. Right, last final steps. That should be plenty of silver, right? So I should be able to make some electrum now. Yeah, the Ottoman Empire. Why do I feel like, wasn't that in Constantinople? I'm pretty sure it was Constantinople. Okay, so are we doing this? Yes, we are. And while that's working, can I actually smelt the silver? Oh no, I can't smelt it in the smelter. Why is this a thing? Why can't you smelt the dust in the smelter? Can anyone explain this? Why does it have to be the arc furnace? Like, I could make the arc furnace at this point. I have the power to run it. You know what? Maybe I should make the arc furnace. Office supply stores here have a variety of footrests, and ergonomics is such a big workers' compensation issue here. Oh, nice. I need to figure out like what sort of footrest I should get. Like Indians, like they do not care about ergonomics. Honestly, their back will crack and they'll be like, just a minor thing. And then 5 years later, they're paralyzed from the waist down. The only person that can answer that is Ben. Yeah, I'm gonna need to ask some questions to Ben. Some hard-hitting questions. But I think the reason is that the silver dust, they don't want you to use the energized smelter because it's like such a cheat code when it comes to smelting stuff. So I think you're supposed to use the arc furnace for this. I do have some graphite electrodes. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could set it up. Should I? I don't want to set it up again just yet because I want to like plan out where I want it to be. I want like a proper area for my furnace and my processing and my miners and stuff like that. And now I've just like set everything up in the middle of nowhere over here. I need to figure that out. Okay, are you done? Now you have that song from They Might Be Giants stuck in your brain pan. What is that song? I've never heard of it. They Might Be Giants. California is a litigious state, so employers get sued for every little thing. Makes sense. I do know that Americans love to sue. It's one thing I have heard about them. It might be a bit of an exaggeration, but hey, Nerd Gamer, wouldn't it be cheaper to have a second induction smelter? It would be, but the thing is, the induction smelter can only do 1 at a time, and the arc furnace can do 12 at a time. Istanbul, not Constantinople. I mean, those are just different names for the same thing, right? Like Istanbul, Constantinople, Constantiniye, and I think there was another one. What is it called today? Yeah, I remember reading about this. The fall of Constantinople, conquest of Constantinople by Sultan Mehmed II of the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, I remember that. So it's called Istanbul today, right? You look up the song or I'll link it to you. Yeah, link it to me. I would love to hear it. It's so prevalent that people want something for nothing here. I mean, most people want something for nothing. It's like basic human desires, right? Not to have to work for a living. I mean, honestly, that's not just a US thing, that's a worldwide thing. Employers just take advantage of their employees in any country. It is not just limited to the US. I'll be 100% upfront with you. It's much worse over here. Okay, I need how much signalum? Signalum. I'm going to need 4 stacks. That's 32 stacks to no, 1 stack, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 stacks. So I need a bit more signalum. Let's actually make a recipe for this thing. That's gonna be the recipe. It also depends where you're working, to be honest. Like some companies can be like really good, some can be really bad. So there's pros and cons in both places. It's pretty bad for US corporations. We come from the same place, man. Honestly, like it is really difficult over here for employees to actually speak up against the corporations. It's really bad. Like, let's say I was on my notice period, right? If I had resigned from a company and I was on my notice period, they will harass you until the last day, like just because you have resigned. And then if you try to speak up against them, they will give you a bad experience letter, which means that the next company that you try to go to will be like, why do you have such a bad experience letter? Then you're on the back foot over there. It's like unnecessary bad politics. Capitalism, yep. Yeah, it is what it is, honestly. Nothing we can do about it. The American dream doesn't exist anymore. You gotta lie, cheat, steal to get anywhere. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. It's pretty much the same in every country though. Alright, let's sleep. There's very few countries where like capitalism goes hand in hand with employee happiness. It's just normally not a thing. Zulu, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you just said. Like, what is Zulu on about? Capitalism is bad when it's unregulated. Yes, I agree with that. Right. Eventually, I'm hoping to have one pulverizer for every single ore. Unless I can just use enrichment chambers. That might actually be faster. Because I could do the ultimate enrichment factory. And then that would be much faster. Work in the public sector, and there are a lot of entitled employees that probably need to be laid off for a while to realize how good they actually have it. Everyone we have rehired is really thankful to be back. Yeah, I mean, and the current situation as well in the world, like with all the layoffs and stuff that's been happening, people really need to understand that they have it pretty good right now. Those people that have a job, because there's a lot of people out there who don't. It all goes back to the same thing, right? You don't know what you have until you don't have it anymore. Like, it all goes back to that. You only value something when you lose it. Headshots for what? What are you talking about, Zulu? Are you drunk? What are you talking about? In 2008 was really painful. How many people you had to let go? Yeah, 2008 was really bad, a bad time. The recession was like incredibly bad. Who's my 40-year-old child, by the way? Zulu? Who is the child that even I don't know about? Who's older than me? I need to know. Guys, I'm pretty sure Zulu is drunk. No, no, it's early. I like how you say that's as if it's an excuse. So confused you feel like Zulu put his conversation through an English to Spanish translator, then let his English-centric phone autocorrect everything. It does seem to be that way. Yeah, I know, right? Pretty neat trick. Honestly, Zulu, the last 3 sentences that you've spoken, I didn't understand almost anything. I'm gonna put that down to you being sleepy, because it's early morning for you. I don't know about early, but it's morning for you. I mean, I question my English speaking capacity on a daily basis, Kara. It is just like on a daily for me. I have to remind myself, yes, I can English. I do know how to English. Right, to make the ultimate technium, yeah, this is gonna be a mess. Alright, I think I'm not gonna set this up today. I need to like figure out, like, I need to take a good long look at this and try to figure out what sort of design I want to do over here. What sort of base do I want to build? Where do I want my power? Where do I want my storage drawers? My refined storage, I'm pretty sure I want in the middle over there. Where do I want my miners? Where do I want my ore processing? I need to figure all of this stuff out. So I'm gonna need to take like a good long look at this and come up with something. The main problems have been solved. We now have power and we also have storage. Yeah, I would like it because it is a pretty large hexagon, and I chose it for that very reason, because, you know, it is a pretty large hexagon. I think I could do a pretty good job with this. I wonder if I could just like make 4 quadrants. Need to retire and either stream gaming or YouTube just for fun. I mean, if you have the savings to do it, just do it. Why not? I feel like I need to dig down. I feel like I need to dig down because I'm really bad at building stuff above ground. So I feel if I dig down, maybe I'll have a little bit better luck with designing my stuff. Because I can't visualize anything right now. I can't visualize making anything over here. That's one of the biggest problems I have. It's very difficult for me. I can't think like, oh, okay, I'm going to divide this into this area like this, and this is going to be where this is, and that's going to be where that is. Just can't do it. We'll dig all the way to bedrock, fill the walls in with stone brick or something else, then build rooms along the walls. Ooh. I mean, digging all the way to bedrock would be a bit difficult. But I guess I could put the digital miner to do it. It is a large hexagon, like I don't even have the builder. Like if I had the builder, I could just quarry it. Maybe I could do a destruction gadget. You have to wait until your son graduates and you're not paying for his schooling anymore. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Digital miner would do the trick for a large chunk. Okay, let me just actually get it started. So first things first, I'm gonna get the digital miner. I need to make some upgrades for this thing. So let's get the energy upgrades, and then I'm gonna get all the speed upgrades as well. And I also want to get the anchor upgrade for this, so that needs a diamond dust. Let's go ahead and get the diamond dust. A diamond dust. The anchor upgrade is not necessary actually, but I'm just like putting it in. So what I'm going to do is set the radius to 1. So it should do only 1 chunk, right? If I do that. I'm hoping. I'm going to delete this. set this on inverse, right? So it should dig every single thing. Say hi to the puppy. Which puppy? Which puppy are we talking about? I need another point. Alright, I want to test this thing out. I want to see how fast it goes and how much work it puts in. So I think this is the perfect place to do this. This one chunk goes all the way till the stone bricks, but it doesn't go beyond them. I think this could be the perfect location to start. So I didn't mean to press F2. If I start this, could you use beacons and glass to make it look like a laser drill straight to bedrock? I could do that. Yeah, sure. That sounds like something I could do. I said negative 64. Why are you mining from the top? Is that how it's supposed to work? Is it supposed to be going like this? Oh, I think it's radius of 1, so it's not a chunk. It's just doing a 3x3. Okay, that is actually ridiculous. But I love it. Okay, I need to put this stuff somehow into the storage. Or maybe I should just delete it, all of this. Maybe I could just delete it. Also, how much power is this taking? About 5000 FE. That's nothing. That's pretty easy. Yeah, I think once I drill down to bedrock all the way, then I can like start to imagine something about the walls and stuff. I think that would be a good way to do things. So let's get the trash can, put it on the back over here. And I'm gonna say eject on. There we go. So that should start auto ejecting everything into the trash can. Now, unfortunately, one of the things about the digital miner is that it does not do water. Like, it does not replace water, or it does not break water as well. So we're gonna have to figure out that. We need to see how we can get rid of the water. Any ideas? No RF builder, unfortunately. There's no RF tools in the pack. I think this is one of the first packs I've played where there's no RF tools. Okay, so if this is going on a radius basis, so this is 1, this is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8. I need to go till 8. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's see where this goes. Why'd you stop? Why? What? What? Not enough energy? Oh my god, did it break? Oh! It broke my flux point. How? How did it break the flux point? I'm pretty sure it's deleted now. Okay, I'm gonna cheat that in because that's not supposed to happen. I'm gonna have to blacklist this. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the blacklist. But honestly, it shouldn't have, because this is on hang on a second. This targeted block is on Y64. How is that even possible? Isn't this the block space of Y65? Chat. This stone is on Y64, right? So shouldn't this flux point be on Y65? Why is it still on 64? I don't get it. Because I specifically stated over here that this should be a max of 64. Oh my god, it broke it again. Okay, I'm gonna blacklist this. This is going to be item stack. I did say hi to the puppy. Okay, now it seems to be working. Alright, I think that's doing the entire chunk, but it might be going like... except this one row for some reason. Probably because I placed it one block in front, so it's gonna go till here, maybe. Let's see. And how much energy is this? Yeah, it's still using 5000 FE per tick. Dude, I do not understand why the flux point is breaking. It should be on Y65. I don't get it. I don't get it. I did F3 and look at it. It says 64 for some reason. If you look over here on the right, targeted block negative 74, 64, 54. Which it doesn't make any sense. It says Y65 is over there. Max of 64. Negative 64 to max Y64. Oh, okay, so this is digging out the perfect chunk except for this thing. Except for this one row. So, Nitsa, my problem over here is that if you look where I'm standing right now, look at the Y level on the minimap. It's Y64, right? It's Y64. So, any block above this should be Y65, right? This should be Y65. So shouldn't this be in the same block space as this, which is Y65? Yeah, oh. That's what I'm not understanding. How can it be Y64? It's in the same block space as Y65, isn't it? Maybe the minimap is wrong? Oh, maybe the minimap is wrong. Hang on. If I look over here, yeah, the targeted block is 63. Oh, that's why. Yeah, Nitsa's correct. The minimap shows where my feet are. So the minimap actually shows me that I'm standing at this block's height instead of standing on the block. So that's why it's showing me the one higher. Okay, understood. Understood. That was weird. Like, I've never had that issue before. But then again, I've never tried to dig a chunk with the with the digital miner before, so it's something new for me. Yeah, F3 is always right. I feel like the map should show you the block's height that you are standing on, not your feet. So for all intents and purposes, I'm currently standing on Y level 63. Okay? It used to show the block I'm standing on. Right. So that has been changed. No wonder I was having so much confusion for that. I didn't expect that. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be nothing else I can do until this is pretty much complete. Maybe I should make a destruction gadget. Just destroy the entire thing. Like, why wait? Let's just destroy. I feel like this would be much faster than... Okay, how do I set the thing for this? Hey Vicus, thank you for the follow. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the blocks anyway. Yes, I am on max speed upgrades. So if I could just do this. Oh, that's gonna be a big lag spike every single time. I have a feeling this is not a good idea. Look at all the water. Yeah, I keep saying it's not a good idea, but I keep doing it all the same. Oh my god. Someone needs to stop me. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You come this side. Oh my god. Oh, Peon almost fell off. Oh my god, that would have been that would have been bad. If Peon had fallen off, I would never have been able to forgive myself. I think if you turn on ray trace fluids, it will delete water too. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and check that. Hang on. Why does it say ray trace? What is it ray tracing? Alright, okay. Uh-oh. I forgot that I had redstone and stuff over there. Whoops. My bad. Let me just put the redstone back in place. Yeah, that would have been end of pack. There's no way I could play in a world where there's no peon. Oh, only source blocks. Okay, that's not too bad then. I would need to figure that out. Okay, so I need to fine-tune this a little bit because this is a little too much right now. Let's do 3x3. Wait, that isn't a 3x3. Is that a 3x3? Ah, there we go. That's more like it. Oh, that's a 5x5. That's not a 3x3. Hang on a second. Mistakes were made. I'm standing so far away that it looks like a 3x3. That's the problem. I need to be really careful when I'm over here. I do not want to be deleting my chests and stuff. my storage. Okay, did anything break? I don't think anything broke. Okay. I do need to get rid of this. Yeah, looks like it does. Looks like it does. Look at that. Water's falling down. And hopefully this should all dissipate. Yep, looks like it does. Perfect. Alright, so I need to make this a little bit smaller again. 3 by 3 it is. This is almost like performing surgery. It needs to be so precise around the edges. There's one bad move and I've gotten rid of all those brick walls. And that's the last thing I want to do. I'm performing open heart Minecraft surgery. I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was ray tracing fluids. Oh right, it would go lower. That makes sense. Silly of me. This is so stupid. I love it. This is why I love modded Minecraft though. You can do the silliest things in this game. In modded Minecraft. Like, who can imagine doing this in vanilla? There's no way you're doing this. Like, you would need to build like a huge world eater to be able to do this. It would take you so many resources. And here I just have something in my hand that does it for me. Yeah, it would be such a huge, massive redstone contraption. A content hole? Oh my god. Can I undo? I can. Okay. I went so long without like doing a wrong thing. And then right at the end I mess up. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've gotten most of the stuff. The only things that's left are now the corners and things. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Oh, I missed out a complete section over here. How did that happen? Alright, there we go. I'm pretty sure my digital miner is useless now. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm gonna delete this, turn the inverse off. I'll put this stuff back into my system. Ah, thank God for the angel ring. Okay, so this is gonna be up 0, down 0, left 0, right 0. So it should be a 1 by 1, right? I've actually seen some vanilla streamers do big silly things like this by hand just to chat and put out content. I mean, can you even call it content at that point? I mean, all credit to them for like taking on such a massive project. But I don't think you can call the digging out and stuff content. I guess you could call the building content after they've dug out the stuff. It depends on your definition of content. I personally don't see it as content. Like, I don't call this content right now. What's happening? This is not content. Okay, Zulu, if that was in the form of a time lapse, I guess I could see it as content, but not otherwise. Why is this messed up? This looks wrong. Oh my god, why is there a fluid trash can here? When did I put the fluid trash can over there? I have no idea. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I think I had my coke ovens over here before I moved them to that side, and that's when I put the fluid trash can to get rid of the excess creosote oil. I was wondering when that happened. I completely forgot about it. My bad. Sorry, fluid trash can. Right, I think this is pretty good. I do want to replace this stuff with stone bricks though. So let me go ahead and do that. Bricks. I need some bricks. Okay, I'm gonna need to make this fast. Alright, so that one is done. Where else do I need stone? Yeah, I could use the exchanging gadget, but there's a certain beauty in just placing blocks. Sometimes you just want to place blocks. Isn't that just the whole point of Minecraft? Just placing blocks? Okay, so that is... Okay, is that done? Did I replace all of the stone already? I'm pretty sure there was more. Exchange gadget, the one wall? Which wall? Which wall are we talking about? I don't see any wall. They're all stone bricks to me. It's Minecraft.placecraft. Chat. I'm pretty sure Zulu is drunk. He's seeing stone walls that are not visible. Zulu, you need to wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Oh god. I forgot that I put this on fast mode. Come on. Ah, last one. There we go. Oh my god, big lag spikes. What's going on? That was a massive lag spike. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? That was a massive lag spike. Water updates? Yeah, looks like it. What are these updates? Oh, finally, this thing is going down. This looks like a sinkhole. It looks like I made a sinkhole over here. Okay, time to sleep in the middle of nowhere. Use fortune on what? What am I using fortune for? Alright, time to destroy more stuff. And I think now I can go back to a little bit more. On the gravel. I don't know about that one, Chief. Ah! My god, my mouse moved at the last second. I don't want to undo this. I'll just do depth of 1. Just repair it that way. There we go. It's repaired. Because if I did undo, there would be more lag spikes because of the water updates. I think this is the best way to do it. Okay, let's go this way. I'm gonna actually do this first. This one. Then I'm gonna go a little bit more to the left. And then a little bit more. The destruction gadget can't break bedrock, can it? I'm fairly certain it cannot, but I need to be sure just in case. Although I'm fairly certain that it cannot. Have you been doing any projects lately, Tara, in Minecraft? I've missed seeing your builds. The most amazing builds I've seen. Do a 3x3 down to bedrock and try. That's a little bit too much effort, isn't it? Not really. That's a shame. Are you too busy with like real life stuff? Because that's completely valid. Okay, this one I can undo. Because there's no water over there. I needed to do that. And that. And I guess it's time to go down to 3x3. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I'm so lucky that I can actually play Minecraft every day. Because I don't have a lot of responsibilities right now. That will probably change down the line. But as of now, I'm a free man. I'm a free man who has all the right in the world to log off his computer, his work computer, and start up Minecraft every single day. I'm gonna abuse it as much as I can. For as long as I can. What's evil about that? I'm just saying that I'm a free man. What is evil about being a free man? Zulu's on something today. You gotta go to school? Alright. Have a good time at school, Zulu. Don't be too drunk. Oh my god, this is much this is much more tiring than I expected it to be. I think the reason is that it's like a hexagon, so it's not an easy design to just like get rid of large chunks. If it was a perfect cube, it would be done by now. Need to get up and stretch. No worries, no worries. 100% valid. Honestly. Oh, who that?
Deadshot. Chat
Zulu.
wants you to consume H2O. Deadshot. Chat wants you to get up and stretch.
Okay. I'll do it. Responsibility is overrated. I mean, I guess it depends where you're coming from. Over here in India, it is quite rated. Alright, let me just finish this part and then I am going to get up and stretch. And consume H2O. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. Get up and stretch. Oof. Thank you. The people who weren't able to make it to today's stream are going to be so surprised when they see this whole in the next stream. They'll be like, what did you do last stream? Consume H2O complete. It's gonna be such a massive surprise for people who weren't here. Okay, why is there an extra column over here? Is that supposed to be there? I somehow doubt it. If I look over here, yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be there. Satisfactory Sunday or Saturday? I might stream Satisfactory tomorrow, but it's not 100%. It depends on my times. On all... Oh my god, I messed up. It depends on my availability and all my chores and stuff. But I will try to stream tomorrow. Because I want to play Satisfactory. Like, I actually want to play the game. And I haven't been able to play too much. Like, I've only been able to repair my factories and stuff that I built on last stream. But I haven't been able to progress because I want to progress on stream rather than off stream. So I've been like eagerly waiting for when I can play it next. Alright, I need to get a few more bricks. There we go. And I think that's it, right? I don't see any stone in the walls over here. So I think we can move on. Okay. Should I do this in sections? Like, if I did a 5x5, would I be able to do like sections for this? For example, something like... No, I don't think that would work, would it? It would still leave 1 block gaps everywhere. Yeah. Maybe I can try this though. Like, maybe I can try it. And whatever little stuff I can leave behind, that I can repair. This would make it easier because then I can remove the large part later with minimal effort. Maybe 3x3 is better. Okay, I don't understand this. What is going on over here? Why is there an extra row of stone bricks in every single one of these? Is that supposed to be there? Am I missing something? Let's see. This is supposed to be 2 of them. Is that correct? Oh, it is supposed to be 2 of them. So I'm guessing then the next one is also supposed to be 2. So this needs to go all the way up. Alright, let's get some more bricks. I think I accidentally deleted it from the top and then I've just been deleting it from the top ever since. Was that a name? Oh my god, there's a spider here. I just saw this out the corner of my eye. There's a High Life 22 over here. Aw. He dead. He dead, chat. This is the most Minecraft thing I can see in my life though. Like, having a giant perimeter and my bed is just floating in midair. That's like the most Minecraft thing I could do. Goodbye, Spooder. He lived a good life on top of that bamboo. Everywhere the light touches was his kingdom. Except that dark area over there. Okay, let's continue. Oh, I can actually select the water over here. Nice, nice. I think I should have done 5x5 for the large sides. That would have made more sense. Oh god, why do I keep doing this? I think I will go like this, and those two I can repair later. I guess this is all like a balancing act of how many blocks I can knock out at the same time while keeping minimum amount of blocks left, so that I can manually remove those. When I say manually, pretty much just adjusting the size of the destruction gadget. Look at all the bird poop. So much bird poop over here. Yeah, I don't like bird poop. It's stinky. Okay, can I do a 5x5 here? I can indeed. Who's gonna stop me? Right, so that's pretty much the biggest part of the thing done, which is the corners. Let's go ahead and take it up to 8. Nope, 8. Right, it's time to 8. Nice. I'm really glad, Chronic, you suggested the ray trace fluid, because that thing has saved me a lot of time. Thank you very much. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I just thought ray trace fluids meant like it would trace it or something for us to highlight it. I had no idea it just straight up removes it. Saved you countless of hours of clearing water in packs. Yep, it shall do the same for me from now on. Oh, there's a lush cave down here. Ho ho! A lush cave, eh? Alright, back to a 5x5. I made a little bit of a boo-boo over here. Let's fix it. Ooh, hang on a second. I did not expect to be able to do that. Nice. So I would be able to do that as well, right? Yeah, I can get rid of the corners like that. That's pretty cool. I guess I can go one in front there and get rid of that one. Oh, I can't go that one. Okay. Maybe? No. It's just one block too much. Hey, what's that? What the? What? What? There's no dimensional shard ore in the pack. Oh, is RF Tools actually in the pack? Hang on a second. It doesn't show me in any of the research. There is no RF Tools. Is it like somewhere over here? Beyond Earth. Hellish Technium. Yeah, there's no research for RF Tools. Whoa. I think... Oh. I don't know. I think that there was supposed to be RF Tools in the pack. Yeah, maybe it's not added yet because this is a beta. This is a beta. This is not the full release. So maybe it's supposed to be added, but it just hasn't been yet. Dude, that is such an amazing find. Can't believe I just found Dimensional Shadow. I'm like, ooh, hang on a minute. Something is not right. There's an imposter among us. You can pick it up if you drag it over a hopper. But I can't pick it out of the hopper, can I? Bug report? So I shouldn't be able to find... Like, I should be able to find the dimensional shards, right? Even though I can't pick them up. It's similar to the dry ice. So I don't think it would be a bug report. Because I couldn't see dry ice in JEI when power was locked. But I was able to see it on the ground. But I couldn't pick it up. So it's pretty much the same thing, right? I think it's the same thing. So I'm not sure if it'll be a bug report. Because I think Ben will just say that, yeah, you're not supposed to be able to pick it up. So I might actually just hop into the Discord and ask him, but probably it won't be a bug report. No, there's a few ores that are visible. There's like lead and bauxite and stuff. See? Lead ore. I found bauxite as well. I think there was 3 ores or something that I found. And I was not able to pick up 2 of them. Oh my god, this is exhausting. Okay. So that's one more level complete. What are we down to? Why 16? Why 16? Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, maybe I can get some glowberries. Alright, I'm gonna keep the glowberries in my system. Just if I need them for the future. Drip leaves and stuff I don't really care about. So I'm not gonna do anything about that. Let's just go all the way up to 8 once again. And let's get rid of these corners. How far is bedrock? I'm pretty sure it'll be negative 64, right? Because this is 1.19. Let me go down one of these and see. Yeah, seems to be negative 64. And there's no flat bedrock, which is a shame. No flat bedrock. I'm gonna have to remove this now. Which is one deep slate. This is a weird, like, perspective. Hey, LEDs. How you doing, buddy? Oh, look at that cave. That looks amazing. Doing good. I am also doing pretty good. Just working on removing all of this bedrock. Not bedrock. All of the stuff up until bedrock. It's going along well, but it's a lot more work than I expected. I thought I would be able to do it by now. Somehow, like, these projects always seem to be a lot simpler than they actually turn out to be. I've noticed that about Minecraft. Like, you think you'll be able to do something super quick, and then you start it and you're like, oh my god, this is gonna take like 14 hours. This is not at all easy. And that happens to me a lot more often than I think. Is there any Minecraft project that you guys have done that you thought you'd be able to get done in, like, let's say 2 hours or something, and then it took you like 2 days? Ignore spawners, fancy caves, and the evilness, bumpy bedrock. Yeah, I wish flat bedrock was a thing in, like, by default in mod packs. Like, I wish it would be added in JEI. Like, if you install JEI, you get flat bedrock by default. That would be amazing. Okay, I need to get rid of this side. But everything you do turns out that way. Every single project in Minecraft just goes that way. I think I'm getting rid of more stone by bricks, by the way. You gotta go do things. I think I'm gonna end as well after this one thing is done. This one layer is complete. I'm gonna also go and sleep. It has been a long day. I just want to get this one thing done. Thank you for being here, Kara. I almost said McKay once again. It's just embedded in my brain. Pumpkin farms, you always forget how they work and break stuff. Yeah, I've dealt with a lot of breakages in my pumpkin farms throughout the years. Right, let's get rid of as much stuff as we can. Ah, no. No! Okay, almost messed up over there. I gotta be careful with this. Don't want to mess things up. Hey, come on. Yeah, there we go. What's this hole for exactly? I just Kara just suggested to me that I should make a hole down to bedrock and then, like, build levels for my base so that I can build everything on, like, different levels and, like, automate stuff. That's basically the reason. That's the crux of it. And also, I didn't really know what to do, so I just took up the challenge. Pretty much. How did this happen? An anti-skyscraper. Yep, sounds about right. I'm gonna need to put like a block on this side. One over there. One over here. Just so that I can destroy stuff on the same level. Get on my level. Otherwise it just goes one block down and then it looks really annoying. I can do this and then that one. And then these three. That is just experimentation, so that we're going to leave as it is until we can break down the rest of the levels. Then that and that and that. Alright. Ooh, this is gonna be annoying. Alright. Let me get... Oh! I'm out of range. Let me get some cobble. I should be able to do this. So if I go like this... That... Hey, come on. Yeah, that should allow me to break a little bit more. Maybe I need to do a 5x5x5 over here. Yeah, that was perfect. I think. Is that gonna get rid of the stone bricks? I don't think so. Nope, it is. It is. Okay, I need to undo that. Maybe I need to go up one over here. The upside of a bumpy bedrock is you get to make a fancy floor with all the dark and black blocks to match up with bedrock. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Rest in bricks. I wonder if I can use glazed terracotta down there. It would be such a random thing, but I feel like it would look good somehow. But then again, I'm not a builder, so what do I know? Alright, time for 1x1x1, and then that is going to be it for today. This is not right, is it? You loaded up a 112 pack yesterday and missed open blocks so much, makes you wish you could do all the fancy and remake it. I think that's where elevators comes from, isn't it? Open blocks elevators. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Oh my god, Sim! I was actually thinking of you today. I was like, if it's been a while since I've seen Sim. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. And I just realized that I actually destroyed 2 of these. You've been addicted to RuneScape again. Okay, nothing wrong with that. I just realized I completely broke that wall over there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Few other things too, but you think elevators is the one thing survived from that mod? Wasn't there mini-me's and stuff as well? It's consuming you. Right, you need to... Did I just hear mobs? There's supposed to be no mobs in this pack. Oh, this is a spawner. Okay, that makes sense. I don't even know what I was gonna suggest him. The mobs just completely wiped it out of my brain. I was going to suggest something and I just completely forgot about it. Yeah, that was a mob spawner. No, you can't replace the eggs in a spawner. unless there's a mod that allows you to do that. Vanilla spawners, you can't do that. That's that's only in modded behavior, like with Apotheosis or something like that. Can't normally do that, unfortunately. I think I need to get some more bricks because this thing is broken. In creative you can, yeah, in creative you can, but not in normal survival. Okay, if it works then well and good. If I find another spawner then I can turn it into a blaze farm. Yeah, I'll use the building gadget for that. Right, where is my building gadget? You are in my inventory, sir. Alright, and I need some bricks. I'm gonna need a lot more bricks than this. Because I need to build over here as well. The thing about RuneScape is I've like heard so much about the game sim, but I've never played it. There we go. Stream Elements doing its usual thing. One day, Stream Elements. Can we go one day without you bugging up on me? In vanilla, you don't normally get eggs, so if it does work, it's not going to be thought about much. Yeah, I guess that does make sense as well. It's a really strange addictive game is all you can really say. You might have to show me sometime. Because I would like to see. Even if I don't ever like play it. It works? Okay. Then next time we see a like a spawner, we will probably just switch out the whatever the spawner is and turn it into a blaze spawner. And I don't think we have cardboard. Oh, we have cardboard boxes. We could make the spawner anywhere we want. Nice. That helps. Right. I think that is gonna have to be the end of today's stream. We still got a ways to go. I think that's like 2 or 3 more layers down until we reach bedrock. But then I guess I'll do the rest of this offline. Maybe on Sunday. Yeah, probably on Sunday. I'll probably finish this off. And then we can decide like what to do in this area. I don't want to like go left and right too much because I'm seeing like massive amounts of screen tear when I'm doing that. But anyway, let's go ahead and sit on our bed and hit this button. Because it is time to wrap up. I've actually gone 15 minutes overtime today. Let's see. Who do we have? Okay, I think we are going to raid Chacheva or Chach. Let's go raid Chach. He's doing FTB Skies. Alright, raid has been created. Let's go say hi to Chach. Sim, good to see you again. Hopefully I shall see you tomorrow, guys. I will hopefully be doing a satisfactory stream. It is not 100% sure, but if I can, I will. Keep an eye out on the notifications. If you're not subscribed, please copy the first raid message. If you are subscribed, you can copy the second one. And let's go say hi to Chach. And if we don't meet tomorrow, then maybe we will be back on Monday. You need to sub? Do it tomorrow. Don't do it today. I don't want to fight mobs. Please. Please. I appreciate you being here though, Sim. It's always good to see your name pop up in chat. Alright guys, I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Until then, everyone stay safe and have an excellent time zone. Bye bye.